This video will cover the functionality of the Organization Admin Dashboard. The Projects and Users tab is used to view all of the projects and users that are associated with your organization. On the left side, there is a list of projects that are owned by your organization. If a project is part of your organization, even if you are not on the project, it will appear in this list. Conversely, for example, if you are on a multi-plaintiff project that was started by another organization, it will not appear in this list. You can filter projects by typing into the filter box next to where it says Projects. By default, the list of users on the right side of the page will be all of the users in your organization. If you select a project, you will see the full list of users on that project. On the side with the user, you can see their organization and title. If you would like to return to the full list of users in your organization, deselect the project you are currently looking at by clicking anywhere on the project name. The project name that you are currently viewing will be highlighted in orange. To navigate to a project, click on the gear icon to jump to the Project Settings page. The other icons work within the Projects and Users tab. The lock icon turns multi-factor authentication on or off. The pencil is used to rename the database and all associated projects. The X icon will suspend the project, and the trash can icon will delete the project. More information about these last two operations, suspending and deleting the project, will be later in the video. You can promote any user in your organization to the role of Organization Administrator on the Projects and Users tab. Locate the relevant user's name from your organization-wide list of users. This list will not show any users that are not members of your organization, even if they are on projects owned by your organization. Once you have identified the user whose access you would like to modify, click where it says Member in the box to the right of their name. You will be asked if you would like to make them an organization administrator. If the user is already an organization administrator, you can also click on the label to remove this access. To create a database, click on the Add a New Database button next to the project filter. It will prompt you to enter a database name, and will additionally create a project for you to conduct review work in. Once you have done this, you can navigate to the project settings by clicking on the gear icon. You will automatically be added to any projects you create, but will need to manually add any other users you would like to include. To rename a database, navigate to the Projects and Users tab. Then click on the pencil icon next to the name of the database that you are renaming. You can type in the new name and hit Enter, and the new name will be applied. Please note that this will immediately change the name for all users, who might be confused by seeing an unfamiliar name in their projects dropdown. This will also change the name of all projects associated with the database. To suspend a project, navigate to the Projects and Users tab. Click on the red X in a circle and confirm the suspension. Everlaw will automatically get a notification that your project is suspended and will update billing accordingly. To delete a project, navigate to the Projects and Users tab. Then click on the trash can icon. You will be asked to put in the reason you would like to delete the project, and a message will be sent to Everlaw support to confirm deletion and adjust your billing accordingly. You can also select the option to request immediate deletion, but this will automatically remove any backups. Do not select this option unless you are required to, for example, by a court order. On the Project Sizes tab, you can see a list of all of your complete and partial projects, along with the processed and native peak size for the month for each project. You can also see the number of new uploads for the month. This number does not include modify uploads, such as metadata overlays. On the top right, you can filter projects by a particular name or date range. If you pick a different date than the current month, you can see the peak size for that month in both native and processed uploads. Because Everlaw bills based on peak size, this will correspond to what your bill would have been for that month. By clicking on the download icon next to project sizes in the upper right, you can export the current billing cycle sizes to a CSV. On the Tasks tab, you can see a list of all active and finished tasks on projects owned by your organization. These include batch actions like assignments, adding documents to binders, or batch coding documents. It also includes single actions like exports and binder deletions. You can see the time the task started, the user who started it, a description of the task, its progress, and an ETA. If the ETA is listed as queued, the task has not yet begun, but will start when the system is freed up to work on it. Under Action, you can choose to pause or abort the task. Please note that if the task can be completed in stages, like batch coding documents, aborting the task will only prevent future documents from being coded. It does not remove the code from the documents that were already affected. If you would like to undo the coding decisions, you can do so in the Finish Tasks section. For tasks like exports, aborting the task will prevent you from being able to use the export. Under Finished Tasks, the date will be the date and time the task was completed. Under Description, there might be a blue eye icon. This indicates that there is more information you can expand by clicking. In most projects, it is a list of missing files in an export. In the result column, it will show whether the task completed successfully. The final icon will allow you to undo batch actions or download completed exports. On the Activity tab, you can see all current activity by users in your organization on projects that are owned by your organization. For certain objects, like searches and documents, you can click on the label to be taken to that object. For example, if I click on this document, it will open in another page. If you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out to Everlaw support by message, email, or phone.